You don't know Jack. The Ride.
Greetings. Welcome to the evening edition of You Don't Know Jack, The Ride. Much better than our crappy daytime version. So, how many people will be playing?
One.
No others to play with? I'm sorry, but sometimes it's nice to have an opportunity to get to know yourself better.
Seeker, you can talk too.
Is this your first time on the ride?
Hey! No,
Hello? Anybody
damn
home?
it.
Answer my phone.
No.
Ah, yes, they always come back. How many languages do you speak fluently?
One.
Thanks a lot. If you
Secret,
feel like
shut
buzzing,
up.
use the letter B.
Oh, God.
And now it's time for the best part of the ride. Remember, you're always getting closer to the bottom.
Alright, here we go. You don't know Jack. Hi, Claudia.
It's time for the show where
High culture and pop culture collide.
This episode of
Secret.
You Don't Know Jack is brought to you
Please
by
stop.
Ye Old Booze Shoppy.
All right.
Slurring your speech since 1777. And now, here's your host, Cookie.
Hey, welcome to the game. So, you like the foul language, huh? Well, that's just great. I'll try my best. All right, get ready to ride. And hey, watch your language. All right, buzzing for the cat. Took a hit on that one. Here's your category.
Secret,
Gossip,
stop.
the international language. Ah, gossip. You know, in my experience, if there's one thing that loosens lips, it's alcohol. And, it looks like Ye Old Booze Shop left some samples here. What to do? Probably not a good idea.
Okay, hold on. I gotta cover her up. Get in there. Get in the cage now. Come on, just for a minute. Get in there. I'll feed you. Get in there. I can't do it. Get in there. I'll give you food. You want to cover up. Do not play while you're doing that. All right. All right. I'll give you food right after. There we go. All right. All right. Hold on, guys.
Need to toss back a few brewskis during this game, but hey, they're free and I'm thirsty. You don't mind, right? Oh, what the heck. All right, let's get going. If your clique started speaking one of the clique languages, where would be the most appropriate place for you and your friends to hang out and gossip? Rural America, Australia, Asia, or Africa? Oh, sure, I'll hold on to the money for you. Well, it looks like you need to start running around with a smarter crowd. The click languages, which incorporate clicking sounds for some of their consonants, are African languages. At least that's what I heard from Billy.
Alright.
Now select the highest. I like to call this category
208.
We Will Bury You with a Foreign Tongue. What do we got here? 3,200 and change? All right, let's do it. Suppose English language episodes of Kukla, Fran, and Ollie were to be broadcast in Russia. If heard by Russians who didn't speak English, what would the title sound like? Doll blah 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 blah, mother blah 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 blah, vodka blah 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 blah, or dog boy blah 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 blah?
I would have to be vodka, right?
No, but now that you mention it, I think I'll have a shot of vodka right about now. Well, bottoms up.
The makers of You Don't Know Jack would like to remind you, beer before liquor, never been sicker.
You should have picked this. Kukla is Russian for doll. And I'm guessing Russian viewers of Kukla, Fran, and Ollie will be thrilled. These are probably the best special effects they've ever seen. Hit your buzzer to select the value. Coming up,
4,000 big ones.
watch your language. Okay, get ready to buzz in and type out your answer on this one. If you had to type the subject of this question, what word would you type? Talk to me, type in your answer and hit return. Pick it up. Let's go.
It'd be,
Time's up.
swear words?
It's all about you. You is the subject of the question. In it, you is doing the action. Jeez, I thought I was the one drinking around here. Okay. Oh, nice picking. Well,
Dis or Dat.
wouldn't you know it? It's time to play Dis or Dat. The category for this Dis or Dat is a picture's worth 1,000 ones and zeros. Okay, I'm going to show you 7 words, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a computer language or a spoken language. For each right answer, you get some cash, and you're going to lose some for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Okay, you have 30 seconds to get all of them. Let's do it. Basic computer or spoken language. Arabic. Sanskrit. Football. Algol. Mandarin. Fortran. 5 right. Well, that's pretty average. Let's see your new total.
Stop.
That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. All right, bang your buzzer and grab the Hyatt. We're calling this one a royal pain in the patoot. Here's the question. In what activity would the Queen's English do her the most good? Doing shots, shooting pool, playing cards, or chewing tobacco? Is that an 8-ball in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? English is a term used in pool or billiards to describe the spin a player puts on a ball when his or her highness hits it off center. Speaking of spinning, what's up with the room right now? All right, it's time to choose the value. Okay, give it up for the things that come out of your mouth. Hey, how about digging yourself out of the hole on this one? Suppose you want to use an idiom, but instead you end up spouting an ilium. What's come flying out of your mouth? An Eskimo dwelling, a piece of small intestine, a Greek hero, or a twin?
Helium?
Greek hero? No, you must be thinking of me back in my fraternity days. Dudious, I'm telling you, I could drink anyone under the table back then. God, I ruled that school.
The makers of You Don't Know Jack would like to remind you that drunken storytelling can be embarrassing in the long run.
The correct answer is the ileum is part of your small intestine, and I'll tell you, spitting it out makes for a really sparkling dinner conversation. So that I says to him, I says, let me just say, Anyway, let's see the category. Do you have Marv Albert in a can?
Can you let
I
him
can't
out?
get the image of that guy hacking a part of his small intestine out of my mind. Anyway, see if you can complete this analogy. Analogy. Yeah, there you go. Marv Albert is to yes, as Fat Albert is to what? No,
Hey,
what's
hey.
happening?
No.
Hey, or let's boogie.
What is it? Is it hey? It is hey.
Tasty. Marv Albert says, yes. Fat Albert, no relation, says, hey. Okay, buzzing and it's dead, it's disgusting, it's roadkill. Remember, when you see the item that correctly connects the pair, hit your buzzer. And also, there's some bonus money up for grabs at the end. Okay, pop the clutch, baby. Blank radio is parental sex speech equals the blank. What do these two things have in common?
Radio. Talk radio.
Pufferfish equals blank fish, and Sherm's blank pop.
Lucky. Oh, blow. Ah!
Take the bait and small snack. butler, and Blank's mustard.
French's.
Chunk of salt for animals, and Tootsie Pop test.
Lick.
Wookie Blank vodka, and Blank the Fat.
Chew.
They rock and roll all night, and Light Touch.
Kiss.
Alright, let's go for the bonus. What do all the correct answers have in
Lick.
common?
Kiss.
Are they all foul language? Sounds coming from the bathroom. English translations of parlay. What do you do with your mouth? That's that counted. All things you do with your mouth, like drink. So here's to you. All right, there it is. Let's keep moving. Hit your buzzer to choose the... Ah, you blew it. Here's your category. Speak slowly. They're not from around here. Yeah, slow it down a little. I'm just, I just need you to slow it down. Imagine a scene from Star Trek in which the crew's universal translator breaks down. Which of these actual languages would allow them to talk to any aliens they meet? Majel, Egos, Linkos, or Continuum? What the hell language is that? You know what? Here's what it sounds like. Continuum. Well, what do we have here? Linkos is it's a language that was created in the 1960s that supposedly allows us to communicate with any being anywhere in the universe. So when they make jokes about toilet paper and Klingons, everyone will get it. Toilet paper and Klingons. Oh, it's so good. Hey, buzz into selective. Your category is... You speak with a forked hand.
Left.
I consider myself a pretty lucky guy. I mean, I've got this job hosting a game show and
Yeah,
stuff.
clerks.
And, though, the one thing that didn't work out was when I asked Wheel of Fortune to lend me Vanna White for a show, and they got all anyway. Say a contestant on a Wheel of Fortune crosses her fingers for good luck. What might viewers familiar with dactylology think she's saying? I wish Vanna success and happiness. I would like an R, please. I think Pat Sajak is handsome. Or I gotta pee like a racehorse. In dactylology or finger spelling, you make an R by crossing your first two fingers.
Got it.
And if she has her middle fingers extended toward Pat, well, yeah, we can all guess she won't be returning for tomorrow's show. All right, buzzing for the cash. Here's your category. Guitar rock of ages. Yeah, man, all right, rock and roll, woo! Okay, if all the music on classic rock stations had to be, it has to be, it doesn't have any choice in the matter, okay? That's the rule. It has to be sung in, quote, classical, unquote, languages. Which of these would be arid? Peter Frampton singing in Hebrew, Bateau singing in Hungarian, the Who singing in Old English, or Led Zeppelin singing in Latin. Yeah, I always thought that weird talking guitar effect sounded kind of like God talking, or what I always hoped God would sound like if he ever talked. Oh, look what I have here, the correct answer. All right, class, translate the following. Hey, hey, mama said the way you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. Latin and Greek are known as the classical languages. Rock! Now select the highest value and see if you hit the jackpot. The category is dry heaves sound worse than nails on a chalkboard. Yeah, dry heaves. Oh, God. Okay, let's just get through this question. Everything's cool. Which of these slang terms for regurgitation is not a good example of onomatopoeia? Barf, Earl, Ralph, or Upchuck?
Billy?
Here.
Sarah?
Here.
Raoul?
He's not here. Oh, good. I guess I'm not the only one with dry heaves. Onomatopoeia is a word that imitates or it sounds like the object or the action or whatever. Oh, I tried to hold it back. Okay, let me tell you something. Upchuck is definitely not the sound that happens when you throw up. When did I eat corn?
The makers of You Don't Know Jack would like to remind you that excessive drinking on the job can only lead to emotional torment and physical pain.
Hit your buzzer to select the value you want.
Jack attack already?
Alright, here's your clue. Time for your sentencing. Well, I sure got my sentence. In fact, I'm standing in a puddle of it right now. Anyway, good luck.
10. And what? Oh, it. Clown. What the hell? Sneeze. A verb. Oh, really? Tiny. Adjective. Because. It is a conjunction. No. Conjunction. Into, out of, into, grammar, oh, wait. Quickly is the verb. Adverb. Him. Grammar, no. Proper noun, oh. It. Is a pronoun? Oh. Well, I messed up. Into. I'm a negative.
Let's see that final score!
This week on the James Brown Celebrity Scrabble Tournament.
Okay, hold on.
Hi there. Welcome to the ride. Got milk? Of course not. You probably drank it all. Fear not. There's lots of dairy products where you're headed. How many of you are there? One? Well, let me be the first to congratulate you on winning this game. Is this your first time riding with us? Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so happy to have you back. You should be typing in your name now. How gracious of you. Thanks. As you know, your buzzer is the key with the B on it. I'm so sorry to say that our time together is finally over. Enjoy your ride.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide. This episode of You Don't Know Jack the Ride is sponsored by Lactose John's Ladies of the Evening. Come meet our girls. And now, here's your host,
Cookie!
Cookie.
Welcome to the game. I hope you had sugar in your cereal this morning, because you're going to have to keep up with me. Well, I hope you took your Lactaid. We're taking a ride on the Milky Way. Okay, select the... We're calling this one... Dairy, Dairy, I Need Your Huggin'. What do we got here? 3,200 and change? All right, let's do it. If you wanted to use real butter to butter up your lover, which of the following should you say? Your eyes are blue as the Land O'Lakes. You're the best ever. I promise. You're stacked like a country crock. Or, I can't believe it's not butter. I can't believe it's not butter? Please tell me you picked this one just to see what I'd say. You're gonna be sleeping in the Lando couches. Land O'Lakes is the only one of these brands that sells real honest-to-goodness butter. And it looks like you'll be keeping yours on ice. All right, I like to call this category Dairy Fresh Rock and Roll. And now, the question. What dairy treat might you expect to be served in a white room with black curtains near the station? Ice milk, cream, yogurt, or custard? White Room is a hit by Eric Clapton's old band, Cream. I tell you, this guy Clapton is in a whole dairy aisle by himself. All right, bang your buzzer and grab the... Okay, you got something. Here's what we're looking at. Are Cracker Jacks kosher? You know how sportscaster Harry Carey always shouted, "Holy cow!" Well, if Harry Carey said holy cow because he believed cows to be sacred, what religion did he probably practice? Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam, or Judaism? 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out! In case you're wondering, cows are considered sacred by Hindus, especially when they hit home runs.
Holy cow! Holy cow!
Hit your buzzer to choose the... Your category is... No thanks, I'll just spread some vomit on a cracker. Let's get going. Suppose a group of dairy farmers are having their company photo taken. Instead of, say cheese, what should the photographer say to get them to smile? Say pasteurized blocks of yeast. Say pressed and matured milk curd. Say non-lactose oxygenation process. Or say hormone-altering cow injections. That would be wrong. Watch and learn. But if you really want these farmers to smile, just put a teat in each of their hands.
Hey, what are you doing? Get your hands off that holy teeth! Holy cow!
Okay, hit your buzzer and try to snag the highest value you can. Okay, give it up, for. I'll whip your cream and beat your eggs, too. Hey, you were a kid once, right? Well, you've surely heard the phrase, last one in's a rotten egg. Well, if the last major fighting nation to enter into World War II were a rotten egg, which country would smell like sulfur? Italy, France, Russia, or the United States? Yet. Here's the one you wanted. We stink.
What?
We didn't join the war until 1941. That's why we're known as the land of milk and nanny boo-boo. Okay, but, well, I've seen better, and I've seen worse, and I've seen France. Well, here's your category. I get soggy in milk. Hey, you know how nations are always boycotting the Olympics for one reason or another? Well, say the Olympic Village serves cold cereal for breakfast. Because its athletes are more likely to be lactose intolerant, what country will most likely boycott the breakfast? Brazil, Japan, the United States, or Sweden? No, the United States would probably be barred from breakfast. Something about the Americans smelling like rotten eggs and ruining everyone's appetites. All right, let's take a look at the right answer. Asians are more likely than any other ethnic group to be lactose intolerant. But given the choice between soy milk and sushi on my Wheaties, I'll take the fish. Hey, buzz into... Could I interest you in some roadkill? Alrighty, remember to buzz in on the item that correctly unites the pair on the screen. And don't forget, bonus cash for the bonus puzzle at the end. If you say grease lightning, just check it. Here we go. Formal dance party. And zany redhead Lucille. What's the common link between these two? Dealt and applause. Score. Female elephant and click in your hair. Gravy holder and show blank. Oh. Score. Fish covering and series of musical notes. Hockey trick and symbol high blank. Soup and dump blank. Waiter. Score. All right, let's nab that bonus. What do all the correct answers have in common? Are they all items in my front pocket? Cures for lactose intolerance. Did you tap? Oh yeah, put it in the bank. For you. Don't get all hopped up on Twinkies, okay? You'll thank me later. That's what your current score looks like. Let's keep going. All right, buzz in for the cash. We're calling this one. Little Jack Horner got a better meal. Hey, remember that old nursery rhyme went something like this? Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet eating her curds and whey. So tell me, what the hell is whey? The liquid part of coagulated milk, mold scraped off an aged cheese, the stomach lining of a calf, or pudding skin?
Here's a little spending money.
Here's what you should have picked. Whey is the watery part that separates from the solid milk curds when making cheese. I like mine in a rocks glass with vodka. And your buzzard. That is certainly not shabby. Now let's see your category. Mount Olympus could have used a Starbucks. Get your buzzer finger ready. Here we go. So tell me, which of these is not a half and half? A centaur, a harpy, a cyclops, or the minotaur? I think I'll be taking my coffee black from now on. A Cyclops is just a big old guy with one eye in the middle of his forehead. Okay. Are you sitting down? Well, of course you are. You're at a computer. At any rate... Well, I, for one, am very excited. We have a Dis or Dat question. And this Dis or Dat question's category is... With a little effort, you can show up at the same time. Okay, listen up, because I'm going to read off 7 words. And for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a word that begins with chicken or a word that begins with egg. You're going to get some money for each right answer. You lose cash for a wrong answer or any you don't get to. Okay, you got 30 seconds to nail all 7. And here we go. Wire, chicken, or egg? Head. Peter. Slivered. Hot. Roll. Feed. Only one wrong. Pretty damn good, cowboy. Let's toss that into your total. All right, there it is. Let's keep moving. Now select the highest value and see. The category is crying over spilled milk. Hey, remember that 70s court case in San Francisco where the murderer got a reduced sentence for saying he was hopped up on junk food when he did the crime? Well, considering the famous defense used in the case, who would have been the most appropriate defense lawyer for the murderer of politician Harvey Milk? Twinkie the Kid, Susie Q, King Ding Dong, or Little Debbie? Twinkie the Kid? Well, yeah, I guess it was known as the Twinkie defense. Maybe he can lasso as a judge who knows a just ruling from his, snowballs. All right, it's time to choose the value. You do a lot worse than that. Let's check out your category. This used to be Sean Penn's playground. So, you want to see the question? Yeah, me too. Here we go. Say Madonna used a hand pump to get her breast milk flowing before feeding her baby. Which of her songs would best describe this process? Open Your Heart, Express Yourself, Justify My Love, or Into the Groove? Mothers can express breast milk by using a hand pump. But how she got milk out of them cone-shaped boobs, I'll never know. Well, it's highly unlikely I will. Hit your buzzer to choose the value of the next question. Smell that derriere. Oh, sorry. Here's your clue. Old MacDonald had a farm. Yeah, so we've heard. Quit bragging about his damn farm already. I hate that guy. Now go find some friends to brag to.
I'll take that. All right, see you guys. Thanks for joining.